The Icons of Real Estate Podcast. Are you ready to learn the proven money-making secrets from top-producing icon agents? Ready to skyrocket your business? This podcast is for you. Tune in every week with your host, Tomasz Fonseca, and find out how to implement proven strategies to 10 times your business, from $3 million to $30 million in just 12 months. Brought to you by the Masters in Real Estate Marketing, Arter SEO.
So, hello, beautiful people. This is Samo, your host for today's episode of Icons of Real Estate, and with us, our iconic guest. So, Cheryl is a detail-oriented and she's a very delightful person. She has a very delightful personality, and she's the kind of woman that likes to take care of new business owners like someone who is on a journey, right? Cheryl goes extra miles to make sure that you get what you requested for, right? She treats her clients with the utmost respect. She has this personality of building trust, and she builds her businesses on principle, honesty, and integrity. And she's a very hardworking woman. Like everyone who has worked with Cheryl in one way or the other as a home buyer or some sort has one or two good things to say about Cheryl, right? So join us as we dive into a journey and into real estate and our approach to, always delivering these utmost top tier services in today's market, right? So whether you're an agent or you're a homeowner, this is an episode you won't want to miss. Well, Cheryl, welcome to today's show. I'm so sorry about the, hassle for one or two reasons. We are really excited to have you on, right? So, Cheryl, when we start this, one of the very first question I really always want to ask is, what exactly is your real estate story?
Well, my journey started about probably 38 years ago, before I even had my real estate license, when I chose to go into the hair. What's that?
I said then.
When I chose to go into the hair industry. And during that time I was in the hair industry, I got my real estate license and started doing both for many, many years. And that journey of how to treat people, talk to people, service people, and give them, top service started when I became a hairstylist, and then it rotated into my career in real estate.
Wow. So you said you've been doing this for how many years now?
The real estate it'll be 21 years on April 1st.
Jeez. Wow. I'm gonna be 25 on April 7th. So that's really huge, right? So I mean, Cheryl, like you've been doing this for 21 years. That's a lot of time, right? What exactly would you say is one of your biggest contributor to getting to where you are right now?
To get where I'm at today?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, I would say developing good skills with your clients and your customers. Customer service should be number one, and perseverance. You have to keep pushing and pushing. And when you get a no, keep going after it over and over until you get that yes. Change that no to a yes. Building relationships, I think, are huge in this industry. If you build good relationships, people are going to talk about you. Stay talking to those people, work on your sphere of influence, which I do a couple times a week. Just take a couple hours, and my top 50 people, call them, send them a card. They seemed like scratch off lottery tickets. I always get a call back or a text. I was not a winner, but I love the scratch off ticket, So, by doing that, then people are talking about you because you just did something for them.
Yeah.
Might only be once a month, but I think you really
it goes
need
a
to
long way. Yeah. You resonate with them. Right, Cheryl, like to an extent, you've been doing this like for quite a number of years, right? So you could have done anything. Like you seem like the woman who's gonna excel in anything or anything she lay her hands into. Why exactly real estate?
Why real estate? I think it was for me. Being a hairstylist and having my salon is a lot of creativity, and in real estate, there's still a lot of creativity. The creativity is just a little bit different, a different way to be creative. versus being creative with the scissors in your hand. Now you're walking into people's homes and helping them with, prepare their house to sell, maybe
Mm-hmm.
telling them how to change the paint color in their house, how to move the furniture around to make it more marketable, which is still a form of creativity.
Yeah, definitely. I really get that. Like, and I'm thinking about it right now. Like, sure, let's assume like you don't have to pay taxes, you don't have to pay mortgages, you don't have to pay anything, and this is a world whereby money isn't an issue, right? What exactly do you think you would be doing?
What do I think? Say that again.
Yeah, I said like let's assume like we are in a world whereby you don't have to pay taxes, you don't have to pay any of this stuff. Right? What
Yeah.
exactly would you be doing?
I guess I'm not sure I understand the last part of your question.
Okay,
If I
so
wouldn't have to pay
what?
taxes,
Yeah, like I'm saying, what like let's say we don't have to like pay for any steps. Like money is not something that is really important, right? What exactly
mhm.
like do you feel like you're gonna be doing? Are you gonna be an hairstylist? Are you gonna be into fashion? Like what exactly fuels you as passion? That's what I'm trying to ask.
Yeah, my passion is real estate,
Mm-hmm.
100%. I love the people. I love I love helping people find and purchase the most expensive thing they will probably ever purchase, and helping them make sure that this is the right investment for them, a great investment for them. Asking them the right questions as far as how long are you going to be here? Maybe don't overpay. Maybe you need to be at this price point, depending on, all the things that factor in to, helping them find their dream home or
Mm-hmm.
a perfect investment for them.
Yeah, and that's like he huge stuff. Like when you think about it, right? So I don't know if I'm allowed to ask this, but I'm gonna ask anyway, right? What exactly would you say is your goal for the year? Because we're still quite early into the year, right? So what exactly is your
Yes.
goal? Sure.
My goal is to obviously to beat what I did last year. Um, it's not by a lot. I was, I like where I'm at because I can give people more time and and give them better service. If I have we all have not all of us, but transaction
Mm-hmm.
coordinators are huge. Time back,
Mm-hmm.
so that allows me to do more business. I have a virtual assistant,
Mm-hmm.
which also allows me to do more business. Runs the social media,
Mm-hmm.
and work on my websites and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I prefer to do all the cold calling myself.
Oh wow,
Not everybody
really?
guys do that, but I like to do it myself.
Oh wow.
Um,
So you
so
said you
and
like to like do what you did last year. Like, is it okay if I ask what you did last year, like figure wise, like numbers wise?
last year, my gross was about 360,000. So,
Oh, wow. You grossed
so my goal is to
360K?
my goal is to
Wow,
be closer to
nice.
four, but we'll see. I have a little bit of a slow start this year, but that's kind of typical for Wisconsin. We're cold here and we have slow
Yeah.
months in December,
Mm-hmm.
February, and now it's gangbusters. So, but we also have a shortage of inventory too, like most places do right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what's
So
hard.
yeah, yeah. I mean, you've all that for this, you've persevered, like, and you seem like someone who will get through anything that gets thrown away. Like that is one of the reason why you're this successful, right? You've taken this like you've known this like the back of your hands, and you're just a blessing to people. Like that is what forces you to do this. You want to be a blessing to people to get them to their dream homes and all that, right? So this is something that gives you as much joy as it does. Like you literally just said if you were not paid to do this, you're still gonna be in the real estate industry, which is huge, right? It's huge. It's huge, Cheryl. So
You know.
you said your goal. is 400K this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what exactly do you think you can do differently? Like, not like differently, like what is that one thing you feel like you can have to doing what you're doing to make that, like, it's not a figure that you can achieve, right? This is something that is very, very achievable. You did 360, almost 400 last year. And this year, to make that, like, an absolute goal, like, we smashed the goal. What exactly do you feel like you have to do? What exactly do you think you should do?
Well, I've added into my, mornings I prospect every morning with my cup of coffee. I prospect for a couple hours in the morning. And that also is old business prospecting. So if I see somebody that their neighbor's house went up for sale, I
Mm-hmm.
send them that new listing and the sold listing, even though they're not maybe thinking about selling. I just want
Mm-hmm.
them to be aware of what this is
What you do?
worth
Yeah.
out in the market. And a lot of times, all of a sudden, they'll call you and be like, "Oh my gosh, Cheryl, you just reached out to me and sent me that, and we were talking about possibly listing our house. Can you come
Mm-hmm.
over and do a market?"
Wow.
Absolutely. So I do that every morning on our MLS hot sheet.
Wow.
Once a week on Tuesdays, I go through my sphere of influence, my top 50, and then I have a lead tracker sheet, I have another spreadsheet that is my past hair salon clients,
Wow.
because those clients, I did their hair for a long time, and those young kids growing up trust me to sell their house, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And so I go back and I go through those leads, from all the years of my hairstyling clients. So this year, what I've added is I decided to send out every month so many um, comparable markets to past clients
Hmm.
on what their houses would be. Instead of sending them an email that your neighbor went on the market, here you go, how you doing, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually sending a hard copy of a comparable market on their home. So,
Wow. That's very, very
and
innovative.
yeah, and it's been working pretty good so far. I just was on 2 listing appointments last week.
Oh, wow.
So,
Good for
so
you. Good
that's
for
what the new
you.
thing that
Yeah, that's really amazing. Good for you. That's really like very, very thoughtful, because if you did do that for me, definitely, definitely you've sold me already. So yeah, sure. We've got one last one question for you, right? You are someone that is very amazing. And the question is gonna be a fun question, right? So at Icons of Real Estate, we are the number one estate podcasting network, and we're passionate about making podcasting accessible, right? If you had your own podcast, what exactly would you call it? I'm guessing it's going to have something to do with marketing and saloon, because you actually said that on the call.
might
Yes.
be, I guess it could be scissors to sales.
Oh, wow. That's good. I mean, you cut right through deals.
Maybe, yeah. Definitely, my salon definitely took me over to start this career and helped me get a really good kickoff. It really
Yeah.
did. And then, as the years went by, I slowly phased myself out. And before I left it, I was down to 1 day a week, um, because I love to do that.
Oh.
Love that career. But yeah, that my first career definitely took me into this career of being successful. So.
Hmm. So we have to thank the fact that you are a hairstylist. And that's really amazing.
Mhm.
Like, you rarely see someone do moves from one successful career to another successful career, which is a very rare thing. And this is really, really, really amazing. So, Cheryl, like, if our audiences do want to reach out to you, like, is there a phone number, an email address, or like, a social or something like that they can go to? If there's something like that, you can just call that right out to us.
Yeah, they can email me at Cheryl, Cheryl .Marquardt, Marquardt, at exprealty.com. Absolutely.
Oh,
I would love to hear from listeners, and I'd be more than happy to, tell them a little bit more in depth if they were interested in exactly how I got to where I'm at today.
yeah. So you're looking to get a home in Wisconsin, you're looking to move, you're looking to trust some of your properties, Cheryl is the person actually. So, hey, beautiful people, thank you so much for tuning in with Samo and your guest, Cheryl Marquardt. So this has been amazing. Do reach out to do she is someone, I mean, from this call, you already know that she is someone you can trust with your property, with yourself to trust and get you whatever it is you want. So I hope to see you the same time next week.